Hey guys, how's it going? This is Mark and Joel with the Extra Point. The new video this week, week 7 pick'ems. Let's jump right into it.
Let's go. How's it going?
So at number 10, we got Texas Tech at home versus Kansas. Night game in Lubbock. Throw me the tortillas, coach. Throw them out.
Did you see somebody commented whenever we asked hey, Raider fans, what was the whole deal with that? Like, why did people throw tortillas? And I guess he responded with, "Oh, I guess that was what was there at the time, so they just used the tortilla bit ever since." It's a weird little story, but yeah, that's funny. So we got 5-0 Texas Tech playing at home versus Kansas Jayhawks or Jaycocks, or what are they called?
the Jaycocks. Yeah, I mean, weird things happen at night in Lubbock.
Mm-hmm.
Weird things happen. Obviously Texas Tech is ranked number 9. They're the big boys of the Big 12. You got that oil money, But I want to say, hey, let's put all my chips on Texas Tech right away. Kansas, they can come in, they can be sneaky. So, I mean, this might be a nail biter, it might be some crazy interceptions or strip sacks. I think this game's going to be insane, but I still think Texas Tech will probably pull away just because they have more talent. And their quarterback, dude, he's playing so amazing.
Yeah. Morton, their QB's playing phenomenal. He has 12 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Running back over 300 yards, 6 touchdowns. Like, they're playing like crazy right now. I feel like this is going to be a traditional Big 12 matchup where there's no defense, all offense. The score's probably going to be total score points is probably going to be in the 70s. I think Texas Tech is going to come out on top on this one. I call the score on this one probably going to be like in a crazy high 50s to 50 to I want to say 54 to 49, something crazy.
Oh, wow.
It's going to be a high scoring game, like traditional Big 12 matchups usually are.
I gotcha. Yeah, I definitely see Texas Tech scoring easily, at least 42, 52 points. I think Kansas will keep up until maybe the third or fourth quarter when they run out of gas. I think Texas Tech wins this 52 to 32.
Oh, yeah.
That's going to be a good game for sure.
Pick the over on this one.
Oh, yeah, take the over on this one, folks. Hey, go ahead and put your mortgage on it. And come back and give us 10%. No, I'm kidding. That's illegal. We're gonna get a knock from the FBI.
I know, right? Like, hey, y'all soliciting betting online.
10 years jail. It was a joke. It was a joke. Okay, number 9 coming up. We got Ohio State, number 1 team in the country, versus the Illinois. What are they? What's their mascot? I always forget.
That's a good question. I don't follow Big Ten that close to know.
Illinois fighting something.
Well, I wish ESPN would have told me right away.
I hate you on ESPN, dude. They tell you everything besides what you're looking up all the time.
Bro, remember yesterday we were asking who the last 10 matchups.
Yeah.
Okay, they're the Fighting Illini.
There you go.
What is that?
I don't know. Shit. Something in Illinois, but I know they fighting. That's all I knew. They fighting about something.
Yeah, they weren't fighting last week. Or they weren't fighting against Indiana.
They weren't fighting. They were on their backs. Taking back shots.
Bro, how do you lose? Oh my goodness. How do you lose 63-10? You're number 9 in the country, top 10 team, and you let 63 points in. That's crazy.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts about this matchup though against OSU?
I don't think it's another true matchup for OSU. They played great. They've been playing great. I mean, I think their quarterback, Julian Saint, he's a young cat, dude, but I mean, he's slinging the rock. Every week he's getting better and better. Now, granted, he has, some awesome weapons, but he's learning pretty quickly how to get the ball out and where he needs to be and take what the defense gives him. Shit, I mean, and the OSU's defense is elite, like extremely elite. Like the first couple weeks, it was kind of besides Texas, it was kind of some gimme weeks, but their defense hasn't flinched. I believe like they've only let like 5 touchdowns within like 5 games, which is insane.
There's a crazy stat here too. OSU defense has not allowed a rushing touchdown this season. That's insane.
There you go. that was wicked good. I mean, they lost their defensive coordinator last year to Penn State. So what they do, they went and got an NFL vet DC and Matt Patricia. So he's like, man, this is all I gotta do is make these disguises and confuse these young quarterbacks. So I mean, they're feasting. A lot of teams are having a hard time, and I hopefully people see how good this defense is and cut Arch some slack because that's an insane defense. They lost a lot of guys in the draft, but they were able to reload so quickly.
Oh yeah. That Matt Patricia defense, they'd be eating this whole week.
Yeah, but don't get me wrong. The quarterback for Illinois, I believe this is his 3rd year. He's a dog. He can score some points. He can play under pressure. I just think OSU has too much talent. They'll probably win this game. I'm gonna call it 27-14. I do think Illinois scores a couple points, a couple touchdowns.
Yeah, I call OSU to win this game. The good thing that Illinois has going for them is that their QB hasn't thrown an interception this season. So I might have just jinxed them. He might throw a couple this weekend. But yeah. Yeah, I got Ohio State winning 42-7.
Damn, blowout.
It's gonna be a blowout, bro. Yeah, it's gonna be a blowout. There's no way that Indiana is that good.
We'll see. I got you.
Yeah.
What we got next?
We got at number 8. We got Arizona State versus Utah.
Ooh. We got a holy team versus a party school. Arizona State, they're ranked number 9. This is gonna be a good game.
I think it's another Big 12 matchup. It's gonna be a fun game. It's a late night. Everybody's be like, there's no more football. It's like, wait, there's a 9:00 game, and it's Arizona State. Those get wild at night.
What I say, but wait, there's more.
But wait, yeah. So yeah, I wouldn't sleep on this game. I think this game is gonna be interesting. This week, Big 12 has so many matchups that's gonna like shake up their bracket. We're gonna see teams that we thought were gonna stay on top. They're about to, there's gonna be a lot going on this weekend. This is not the only game. Like we mentioned earlier, the Raiders. That might be upset going on, but I see another upset coming on here because I think even Utah is 4-1, just like Arizona State. So 4-1 teams going at each other, man. We could possibly, like I said, Arizona State loses this game. We could just say, all right, they're out of the playoff contention.
Right, absolutely. There's just so many teams in the Big 12 that are kind of like neck and neck. So within this week and next week, you're going to see the difference of teams dropping, some teams elevating. I'm going to go ahead and take Arizona State. I think they have the most impressive win over – who was it? I'm not sure.
They beat TCU, which we all thought that TCU was coming in here hot. They started the year.
Right, absolutely. So they have a really good win against a winning team in the Big 12. And I would say they also have a pretty good loss on the road to Mississippi State, an SEC team. And they lost at the last second. It was literally like within the last minute of the game, Mississippi State scored. But at the end of the day, an L's an L, but that's an L you want to have. By 1 touchdown last minute on the road in the SEC, I mean, it could be a whole lot worse. So give me Arizona State to win this game in a close one. Let me go 27-21.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I'm still going for the Sun Devils to pull this off. I think this is another high-scoring matchup. I'm gonna go with 42 to like 35 by a touchdown.
Good deal. Okay, next we got number 7. game of the week. BYU ranked number 18 versus Arizona Wildcats. What do you think about that?
Another holy team versus party school. They did this on purpose. You know what? I mean, BYU, man, I know they don't got a lot of flashy stars in their team, like notable names, but I mean, they're consistent. They're consistent last year. They're consistent again this year. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if BYU comes out on top on this one. You know, like Arizona just took a bad loss to, I think it was to Iowa State. So you know that's their only loss of the season. It's a quality loss because I mean Iowa State's another really good team in the Big 12. Yeah, I see BYU going on top of this one. Their BYU's QB Bachmir. He's playing consistent. He's not playing elite football just yet, but I feel like he's getting up there. And then Fifita, he's balling out. I feel like he's ready for the draft at this point. So I see BYU.
How do you say his name?
Fifita?
Fifita. I couldn't pronounce it earlier. I was looking. I was like, yeah, I'm not going to try that on the stream. The video.
Yeah. Fifita. How do you say his first name? Oh, it's Noah Fifita.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah. They're playing good ball. It's just I feel like BYU, they're just more disciplined, which makes sense. They have a really good head coach over there at BYU, who actually I think played with Sark back in BYU.
Oh, how about that?
Yeah, I learned that last year. Whenever they're or at some time, was it a bowl game? I don't know when Texas played BYU.
It was probably a bowl game when they played Colorado here at the Alamo Dome.
Oh, okay.
You probably mentioned it right then.
Okay. Well, yeah. Sorry, going off topic there, but yeah, I got BYU winning this one comfortably at 28-7. Nothing crazy.
Gotcha. I'm kind of thinking the same thing too. BYU, it's a program that's been having winning seasons for quite some time. I think Arizona State just lost, so much talent, and they're not a real healthy team. I think BYU is going to get past you guys pretty easily. I do have one complaint about BYU. Their quarterback, please get him a new jersey number. I'm not sure if it's too late in the season, but please get that young man. He deserves a better number. You know what number he wears?
No.
47.
Is there a backstory to that? Do you know?
I don't know. Hopefully there is. Maybe it's like something like, religious for him or something, but he's number 47.
We gotta look into that later on in a different video, or probably when we come back and review some of these games later on, or maybe BYU comes back up as they look like they're going to be some contenders in the college football playoffs, and we probably talk about it why he wears the number 47.
Yeah, I gotcha. Okay, for our next game coming up, we got North Carolina versus Notre Dame. Wolfpack versus the Catholics. How do you feel about that game?
Ooh, that sounds badass. Wolfpack versus the Catholics. Man, I'm praying. This is the game. This is the game that knocks out Notre Dame out of the top 25. I'm praying. Man, looks like North Carolina State's QB Bailey. He's playing some phenomenal football. He has over 1,600 passing yards, 13 TDs, 4 interceptions. Man, they're running back. He has over almost 700 yards already. That's crazy.
That's insane.
Yeah, he has 700 yards and 100 carries. What's the average on that? I want to know what's the average on that.
How many carries?
100. 7 yards per carry.
Wow.
That's crazy though. You're averaging 7 yards a carry.
Yeah, that's insane.
That's almost automatic first down every time you touch the ball.
Don't throw it. Just run the ball.
Yeah.
It's gonna come down to Notre Dame if they can stop the run.
I see North Carolina State pounding the rock here.
Like what? Like this?
Yeah, just like that. Yeah, it's gonna come down to that. Who runs the ball better? I see an upset here.
Oh,
Our first upset
hell yeah, let's go.
by 22 points. That's crazy. Minus
Yeah.
22. I don't see this as a blow like that far off. I think North Carolina State's playing really good football right now. I see this game a lot closer than what ESPN is predicting. I say this game's gonna go down like at least by a touchdown. I say like 21 to 21 to 14, or if it's close, it's gonna be like 21 to 17. But I got North Carolina State upsetting the Irish here.
Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, there's no one else that in this world that doesn't agree with you about Notre Dame not being like that shouldn't be in the discussion of the playoffs. They shouldn't be ranked, and if they are ranked, they shouldn't be within the top 20. So, like, I want them to lose, but that's a huge line for them to cover. I think Notre Dame probably squeaks by these guys, like by a field goal or touchdown. But I just think Notre Dame has too much depth. But I would love to see them win. I mean, to lose, but maybe not this week. But if it's not this week, when is it? Because they have cupcakes after cupcakes the rest of the year.
It's insane.
So, North Carolina State, you are the only hope. Please save all of college football and keep these Catholics out of here.
All right. At number five, we got the Aggies versus Florida Gators.
This is my upset. This is my upset. Give me the Gators to chomp the damn Aggies in half. Chomp, chomp, chomp.
Ooh.
Fuck those guys.
Do you think they have it in them? I mean, they played the best game of their season last week. You think they got another one in them? Like, who would have known that Florida was going to turn it on against Texas? I mean, sucks, but they turn on the gears and went full throttle.
Yeah,
I think
you're right.
Keep it up.
No, I mean, I would think of a good analogy is like Florida was in a race, and they're in last place. So they say, hey, you know what? Hit the NOS. They're like, well, coach, like we still have like 2 more laps. Hit the fucking NOS right now. They blew out Texas. Physically and mentalness and readiness, they blew us out of the water.
Yeah,
they might be out of gas by now. I would think they could beat A&M 100% if A&M didn't have another fucking night game. They're gonna have another night game. It's probably gonna be a blackout again. They're gonna be like, I hate that shit.
And then my uncle coming out there, this big old fat belly. Like, does this man think he's gonna play or what?
Hey,
like, give him a helmet. Give him the helmet already. Like, this man's walking down the aisle or walking down down the hall, like he's ready to play himself.
I mean, he gets his guys fired up and whatnot, but man, like people are giving LSU a hard time for having night games. It's Death Valley. It's iconic. You play at night, in Death Valley. I get it. Everybody wants to play a home game at night, especially when you have against a tough opponent. You already had one. You kind of used it already on Mississippi State. You should have used it you should have saved that for LSU or save that for Florida. But okay, they're gonna play Florida at night. If they play LSU, they go on the road. LSU, yeah, they do. They go on the road. I think, man, this is a tough game. I can see it's going both ways because Florida, they're fired up. They saw what they can do. They realized, hey, you know what? We have dogs on this team. We can play the best teams in this country and win. But then again, A&M, they're playing really good at home, night out. Damn, this is a really close game, dude. I mean, I think whoever wins this game wins the turnover battle. Like whoever has more than 2 turnovers is probably gonna lose the game. Marcel Reed, he's playing really, really good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a really tough pick, but I'm gonna choose A&M to squeak by these guys, to squeak by Florida. I'm gonna call it. That Florida defense is really good. I'm gonna call it 27-17. Actually, 27-21.
Yeah, that's fair. I agree with you. I mean, Texas A&M playing at home under the lights with the 12 man, it's gonna be a factor. You know, I just I'm trying to look back at their last couple games. I mean,
That Auburn win was ugly. I know a couple guys that are are Aggies, and they were like, dude, like we should have lost that game. Like the Aggies, they could have smashed Auburn, but there's too many mistakes.
that win against Notre Dame, they honestly should have lost that game too. They should have lost against Auburn. I mean, really, their most impressive win is against Mississippi State. Florida is probably the most battle-tested team in the country.
Yeah,
bro, they have a gauntlet schedule this season. They have the number one toughest schedule in the country. That defense is holding them up in all these games, and they're a lot better than what their record says. I see an upset here. Another one. I see Florida squeezing by 3. I'm gonna call this one 24-21.
I gotcha. Oh, before we leave this game, I want to point out something. I think Florida, after they lost to South Florida, that's a talented quarterback on that team that can run the ball, and so is Marshall Reed. So after you kind of get your ass handed to you by a mobile quarterback, you get more experience how to defend that. So I really think Marshall Reed is going to be limited in the run game. If they can control or limit Marshall Reed's explosiveness on the run attack, they'll be in good shape to make the upset. But it's going to be a good game.
Another note on that, Arch is a mobile quarterback. He's a really good mobile quarterback. I feel like he stepped it up at the end of that game against Florida by using his feet. I mean, bro, he's the leading rusher in the team. Like if he was just a pocket quarterback, honestly would have been blown out. But because Arch Manning was able to get around and use his feet and help us pretty much almost come back, like Florida's faced some really good QBs already. So
right.
I don't think they're going to be there's no any surprises for this defense against A&M. That's why I'm calling it an upset here. I feel like Florida's defense is going to be able to contend this A&M offense.
I gotcha. At number 4, we got USC versus Michigan Wolverines. Michigan on the road. It's getting a little chippy. Guys, head coaches kind of talking shit, saying, hey, well, it's sold out because we're coming to town. Lincoln Riley's pissed off. I think an upset's out here. USC, they're explosive. They had an ugly loss, but they're going to come back and kind of copy Oklahoma's game plan to beating Michigan earlier this year. Keep Michigan off the field, spread them out wide. Don't let Michigan, they're going to control the trenches, right? So get that screen game going early and just keep those guys on those hills. And I think this is a huge game for USC. When is Lincoln Riley going to beat a real Big Ten team? He's been recruiting bigger guys this offseason. Like his team, put on more than 1,000 pounds of muscle. Did you see those photos when they came out?
Yeah, they're flexing and everything, and
yeah, they all got bigger just to compete with the Big Ten. So I'm gonna call upset on this one. I'm gonna go USC winning this game. In a close one, I'm gonna go 30-17. That's not a close one, but 30-17.
30-17.
Yeah.
They're calling this game at USC -2.5. So I think they're predicting this game to come down to the wire pretty much. It's just crazy seeing Michigan versus USC. You know what I mean? Like this early in the season, and then it feels like we're watching a Rose Bowl.
Yeah.
Like a bowl game this early.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I think Michigan is just too young. They have an inexperienced quarterback. USC with Lincoln Riley and what they're able to put out there, but a good part of football this year. Good. I think it comes down to the wire. I call this one going anywhere from like 17-14 here.
Gotcha.
It's gonna be a close game.
Gotcha. Coming up next, we got Bama versus Missouri. Alabama, number 8, playing 14 ranked Missouri Tigers on the road. What do you got on this?
Give me Alabama. It's Alabama, bro. They got a tough schedule ahead of them. I don't think they're going to slow down anytime soon right now. I feel like Alabama's going to come out on top. I think they're favored. Wow, they're only favored by 2.5 points here too.
Tight game.
I just don't see Missouri. Like, I don't know who they actually have to back them up. I mean, like, their most impressive win this season was against South Carolina. The South Carolina is kind of falling off the rails right now. Right. So, like, I don't see Missouri having a quality to win this season to be able to back up, give us that reason to pick them over Alabama right now. You know, so I think Alabama should probably win this game comfortably. I'm going with 28-14 by 2 touchdowns.
I gotcha. Yeah, I think Bama is a better team, the more impressive wins. I just think right now Bama's probably the thing about the SEC is that everybody knows that it's physical and brutal, but also mentally it stacks upon you. You know, winning that emotional game on the road in Athens, right? Going back home, playing against, you know, Diego Pavia, all that revenge game coming back. So all those emotions and focus to it's all about if Bama can sustain that. Can they survive these couple weeks until they can go home and have a regular SEC game? Now, not regular, but like at least like there's no like extra motive behind it. I think Bama wins this game. I think it's gonna be tight early on, but I think Bama with their depth are gonna pull away eventually. I got Bama win this game 27-17.
Nice. I like it. At number 2, we got the Texas Longhorns versus the Oklahoma Sooners in the Red River Shootout.
Shootout. You know what that means?
Yeah, Red River Shootout. Not this Red River rivalry, Red River BS. Like, nah, man. I grew up the Red River Shootout.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this is the best game in college football. Best game. It's the best game. It should be called a game, but anyways. Let's start with Oklahoma. They're a good team this year. Like, hats off to those guys. Mm-hmm. Like, Oklahoma is Oklahoma, but they're really good this year, especially with that transfer and their quarterback, John Mateer. I mean, as soon as he was coming in, I was like, man, this guy, he's going to change the program because Oklahoma is always able to get guys a chance to that school and have decent teams. Well, it's always a decent game in this rivalry. I don't know if he's going to play. There's a lot of chatter that he's coming back or yada. You know, fucking Chipotle say he's going to come back because he's sponsored or whatever. Fuck, I don't care. Give me
they saw him at Chipotle.
Yeah.
Somebody interviewed him, was like, "Hey, you playing the Red River Shootout?" It's like, "Yeah, I'm playing. Can I get extra chicken, please?"
Hey, he's like, let me get a bowl with chicken, and the guy put chicken, and he wanted a little more, so he went.
Hey, you know what? That's a good question. Did he order a burrito or do you order a bowl? Because if you order a burrito, he's playing. If you make sense, you know, he's grabbing it. Now if you order a bowl, then you know he's not too confident in that hand yet.
Oh shit! Hey, John Mateer, let me see your phone. Let me see your search history. Let me see if you gonna play. You know, if his search history is clean, he ain't playing, bro. He ain't playing.
If it's deleted, if it's all deleted, wiped clean, he's playing.
honestly, bro.
Oh
I
man,
mean,
and go ahead.
I get it. Like, I get it. Like, hey, like, you had a surgery on your hand last minute. At the end of the day, he's a good quarterback. I want the best for him, whether he plays and beats Texas or plays and loses Texas. But honestly, don't rush to come back. Like, you're really good. I think going to be a first round draft pick. Don't rush to come back. Hope the best for you. Honestly, I don't hate him because I don't think he really hates Texas. He just got here. Now, if
He's
he was
just
if he was at OU for a couple of years and now is his time to start, he would hate us already. I don't think he hates us yet. But
he's on a Baker Mayfield. He's like, oh, I hate Texas. They didn't recruit me, and I live 10 miles from there.
yeah, yeah. I mean, now if you got to look at it at the Oklahoma standpoint. If you're the head coach, okay, if I lose to Arch Manning without my starting quarterback, well, I didn't have my starting quarterback. Maybe the committee doesn't punish him that hard. Now, if you want to play your starting quarterback and risk a re-injury and you lose, that's gonna suck.
That's your season, boy. That's your season,
Yeah.
buddy. You're risking your season on this game. He's putting all his marbles here, basically. It's like they probably told him in the office whenever he reevaluated his contract. He's like, hey, you got to win the Red River Shootout this year. It's in your contract. We're putting it in your contract. You got to win this game. I don't care how you do it. I don't care who, what. I don't care if you lace up, put a helmet on. You got to win. Oh man, everybody's hating like this. This is the Red River Shootout. It's not even a real rivalry. Like, bro, like this game is crazy only because like I've seen in the past that records don't mean anything at this game. Like you could be a 5-0, 4-1 team coming in this game, and you get your head blown out out of the 100%. Recently, we've been noticing that these games also either come down to being one-sided. Like there's been times where like it's either one-sided or it's going to be really fucking close, like down to the wire.
Yeah.
And like it's unpredictable. This game, I don't know how this game's going to pan out tomorrow. It's just one of those games that you can't predict precisely because you don't know if it's Texas going to have a bad game or is OU going to have a bad game. It could be either or.
I got you. And then talking about like the Texas side, we're backed up against the wall.
Yeah.
We cannot lose another game. Oklahoma, they can lose a game. We cannot. No. So we're going to throw everything. We're going to throw the whole yard at these guys. Like, we have to win this game. We got to get guys open. We got to get Arch in the rhythm. We got to get the run game going. We need to change or have some type of packages where our offensive linemen, since they're so young and like their type of scheme of running them, the down blocking, it's all about communication. If you're down blocking, everybody sliding to the right. It's about chemistry and communication. I'm getting him. Okay, I got him. You can move up. If you don't have that much time playing for a guy, you're kind of like, do you have him or is he my guy? Am I getting off the block too early? And then guys slip into the backfield and make the tackle. We got to go back to some old fashioned. One guy is going to pull and kick out and just run it down the hill. Like, just make it more simple for these guys. That's what made it really easy. That's what helped us last year with our O-line. They had so much experience together playing. They didn't have to say a word to each other. When they were down blocking, they knew, okay, this guy, I'm gonna go to the second level because I know my buddy, he's made this block and it's sealed off. Just kind of get the run game going, get Arch on some easy completions, and we will be in good shape. I honestly think if John Mateer does come back, he will be applying maybe not a snap count, but his throwing like attempts will probably be limited. If he does play, I don't see him throwing the ball no more than 20 times. Because Oklahoma, if they can, this is their mindset. Hey, if we don't let Texas score more than 14, 17 points, we can manage. Throw a couple of screens, run the ball, and make sure Texas didn't. If we score 17 points, we win the game. That's part of their thought. They're like, John, you can play, but don't throw anything over 20 yards. That might be their game plan. So Texas has to run the ball, get the offense going, and penalties, man. Penalties got to be better. We got to be better on penalties. I think if we do those things, we'll be in a good chance to win this game.
Oh, I totally agree. I think this game comes down to we need our special teams to step up. We need our punters to punt these guys far in and their side of the field, so we can make John Mateer throw the ball. You're not going to be running the ball that all the way down the field like that. You got to make them throw the ball. So win at the line of scrimmage, limit them how many times they got to throw it, and try to push them to being a one-dimensional team. Like we stop the run, John Mateer is going to have to throw. That puts a risk into his throwing hand. I mean, I feel like the cards are playing towards our favor, regardless if John Mateer plays or he doesn't play. But I feel like if we play our cards right, we should be able to come on top. I think it's going to be a close game. I think it's going to be a 3-point game, at least.
I gotcha. Yeah, I think so too. I think it's going to be a 3-point game, slugfest. I don't think anybody's scoring more than 28.
No.
32 points. I think the winner of this game, whoever gets to 21 first, because both of these teams are not going to be explosive offensively. I'm going to call this game 24-27, Texas.
I like that. I'm going to go with the same 24-27. Yeah, I call it.
Okay, and then game of the week, Oregon at home playing the Indiana Hoosiers.
Losers. No.
I win. Google me.
I win. Put us against any team in the country. We'll win.
Yeah.
Bro, this man was talking a lot of shit last year.
He was.
Time for you to back it up right here, right now.
Mm-hmm.
You beat Oregon at their home. All right.
Yeah. I mean, give some credit to Indiana. They had 2 losses last year. Ohio State, Notre Dame. 2 teams in the national champion.
And
so they're like, hey, the only teams that beat us were the 2 best teams in the country. That's not bad.
That's a good argument.
Now what they have to do is show the world that, hey, we are a world-class team. If we didn't have to play OSU last year in their conference, and they had to play Notre Dame, if Notre Dame was on the other side of the bracket, would they have made it to the national champion? That's what they're arguing, really. They're really saying, hey, well, we had to play the best teams, So this is a chance for them to, like you said, back it up. He talks a lot of shit.
Yeah, but in order to be the best team in the country, you got to beat the best teams in the country.
Right.
So I want the Hoosiers to put up a fight here. Now, do they have enough talent, enough men on the team to keep up with Oregon Ducks? That's a fast team. It's probably the fastest team in college football right now. Who knows? It's gonna come down to who's gonna last longer at the end of the game. Who's gonna still have enough stamina, enough will to pull this off. I got the Oregon Ducks winning by 3. Another game. Yeah, it's gonna have to be another game that's gonna be the first one to 21, basically, or first one to at least 30 on this one. So it's gonna be probably another high scoring game.
Yeah, I gotcha. Good take. I would kind of say the same thing, but I think Oregon didn't play as good as I wanted them to play against Penn State. I thought Oregon was going to blow them out, and Penn State's not a good team. I mean, they lost to UCLA. Like, Penn State is not a good team. Whenever they have success, they'd be like, oh, stop. This is working too good. Let's do something different, So, Oregon, can you play to your full potential? Because on paper, Oregon, they beat Ohio State in the regular season. And the playoffs, they got smoked. Absolutely smoked by Ohio State.
They look brand new. They didn't look like the same team.
They didn't.
Whenever they play in the playoffs at all.
They didn't. So, Oregon, we know you guys, we know y'all can play this. Can you match that? Because we know y'all can. Just do it. Just do it. Because, like you said, they're the fastest team in the country. It's insane. Like they should have blown out Penn State. They have enough talent to do it. They should have done it. Like, this is a statement game for Oregon. Oregon, go. You're at home. Take care of business. Beat these guys by at least 3 touchdowns. If you don't beat these guys by 3 touchdowns, fuck it. I'll give you 2 touchdowns. Then you don't deserve to be in the top 3 because you're beating teams that you should beat. But are you going to punish them? When Ohio State plays Indiana, they're going to beat them by 2 touchdowns.
Yeah,
because
Ohio State's not going to let up at all. I feel like they're going to keep their foot on their throats the whole game, and I feel like that's what Oregon Ducks bites them in the butt. They just let off their foot off the gas every time.
Yeah, unless you're Oklahoma State.
I don't know what they did there. They're like, yeah, you want to see a real team here? We're gonna show you a real team, and boom, fire.
Boom, smoked them.
Smoked them. I hope that Lanny comes in with another inspirational pep talk right before the game. Did you hear when they played against Penn State in the locker room?
No, I didn't hear that one.
So they're getting ready. It's loud. You can hear the fans in their locker room. He's like, there's 110,000 fans out there. 110,000 that ain't gonna do shit. That ain't gonna put up pads or a helmet to go against you. So go shut them up.
Damn.
I was like, bro, he did that in a whiteout. He told them at a whiteout. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's insane. Those guys. I mean, he has his team fired up. And I think they could have done a little bit better because I mean they were beating Penn State, and Penn State came back and forced that overtime. Well,
Penn State has a good run game. I don't know why they keep leaving it. Like, are they trying to let Drew Aller throw the ball? Like, bro, he's not a good QB.
Yeah.
To stay consistently throughout the game to throw the ball.
You're
a run team first. Run the ball. You run the ball, control the time. Like, you should be able to win any game comfortably. Like, I think Penn State would have won that game if they would have kept it running the ball.
I think so. I think you're absolutely right because even going back to last year against Notre Dame, they're running the ball perfectly fine. They start throwing it. Notre Dame comes back and wins the game. Against Boise State, Boise State had no chance. They couldn't stop Penn State's running game. Penn State's up. Like, okay, no, let's throw the ball a bit. Then all of a sudden, it's a tight game against Boise State, Group of 5 school. So yeah, I mean, Oregon needs to really put on their big boy shoes and show everybody, that they're legit. And that when it's time to go, they can go. So that's my pick. I got Oregon win this game. Let's go 36-24.
I see that. Yeah. I think Oregon should win comfortably. They should win by a touchdown. I got them at 35-28.
Gotcha. Sweet. So those are our picks for week 7. Thank y'all for tuning in, and we'll catch you guys in the next one.
All right. Peace, guys.
All right. Latest.